Welcome to all in our lecture series of subject PPCM. In our previous lecture, we done with various methods which we used for project approving or rejection. Now we also know that there are many management tools in our subject, and the first tool I already discussed with you, that is the bar chart and a milestone chart. Now we move to another techniques, and before to learn these techniques we have to know the elements of network. So this lecture is totally based on the elements of network, but before that we seen the advantage of network method over a bar chart and a milestone chart. So let's see. Interrelationship between activities and events of a project is clearly shown. Means in bar chart we know that at left hand side we have assigned activity and at the top we assign the time. So in bar chart activities and events not clearly mentioned, but in this network method activities and events interrelationship is clearly shown. The project can be treated as an integrated whole with all its sub-activities clearly related with each other. It helps in controlling the project. As we seen bar chart, in bar chart we break the activities. If our project is large, means our larger project is considered, then it is not showing sub activities in a proper way. But in network method we also show the sub activities clearly and related with each other, so it's help in controlling the project. Third is network method is useful for very complicated projects having large number of activities. Fourth one, it indicates the time required in between two activities is rescheduling of a project is possible. Means it indicates time required between two activities. If possible, then we have to reschedule that project. And last one is the time uncertainty is accounted, so it is also useful for research and development projects. So these are the advantages of network method on bar chart and the milestone chart. Now we seen elements of networks. So there are three elements of network: event, activity and dummy. Event, activity and dummy. So we here seen one by one and discuss about that event, activity and dummy. So first see event. An event is an either start or completion of an activity. Means in simple way we say that event is means the beginning. If I say this is the beginning of event, so after beginning this event there is some end part, that is the ending of event. So event is either start or completion of an activity. Means if I organize a wedding, so here wedding start. Okay, now in wedding we have done many functions like mehndi, Mahila Sangeet and all. Okay, after this activity is completed, we finally done marriage is completed. So marriage is start, in between them many activities, and last one is the marriage is completed. Okay, so in event is either start or completion of an activity. Second, events are significant points in a project which act as a control point of the project. It gives controlling point because it shows the starting and the end point of the activity. Third is an event is an instant of time if does not require time or resources. Okay, now these are the examples of events. All parts are assembled, a budget prepared and construction completed. Means if I making a car, so this whole car is completed part. means car assembling is completed, that is the event. Budget is prepared, that is the event. And construction is completed, these all are the events. But prepare budget means I start the preparing a budget, that means we are doing activity, not a event. Assemble parts means if I want to make a car, then we assembling like tires, bolts and all things, so these are the activity. Starting point is the event, and after assembling this car, if car is totally complete, then this is the event part. Excavate trench means if we are doing construction work, so excavation trench is a part of the construction work. So here we start the construction and end the construction. So start construction is the event, end construction is event, but between this excavation of trench, construction of substructure, superstructure and all, these are all the activities. Okay, so events are represented by nodes in a network. It may have any of the following shapes. So events may be of the following shape: circular, square, oval and rectangle, but generally we use generally we use circular shape of events. Now how we write or give numbering to the event, we have to see. A tail event or a start event means if I start the event, means I start the construction work here, and after construction work starting, we have doing foundation, we have doing substructure work, we have doing superstructure work, and after this meeting, like foundation work is completed, super work is completed, substructure is completed, and all are meets at the one point, that is the construction is completed. So this one is the tail point. Why? Because from here arrow is going outside. Okay, so it has only outgoing arrows. These outgoing arrows shows that the function is our tail event. Okay, so event 10 is a tail event. Arrows represent job or activity of a project. Now head event or a final event. So if arrows come to this circle, that means this is the head event. Head event. Okay, it is finishes of project having only incoming arrows, means in tail event outgoing arrows, and in head events we have incoming arrows. Now dual role events. Dual role events means we have tail event and we have head event. So these three arrows is doing the dual role, means here incoming arrows also and here outgoing arrows also. So these are the dual role. So all events except first and last events of a project are the dual role events. So between these are all the dual role events. They have both incoming and outgoing arrows. Okay, now successor events and predecessor events. The events or events that follow another event are called the successor events. Means if you here seen, this is our first part, here is second event, here we have third event. So second and third event is the successor part of first event. Okay, means after one there is in second and third part, so successor part of the one is second and third. Same thing if you have seen for predecessor part. So if we say predecessor part, so here predecessor of 2 and 3 is 1. Okay, or event that occur before another event or all called the predecessor event. Event 2 or 3 the means event 2 or 3 is the predecessor event of 4, or event 1 is also the predecessor event of 2 and 3, but event 2 and 3 is the successor of 1. Okay, so these you have to know, succeeding part and preceding part. Note here, it should be noted there can be only one tail event and one head event in a project. Okay, this means here we have only one tail event. Tail event means is the starting point. Okay, here arrow is going outside. This is the dual roll event. Okay, now this is the last event where all arrows are meet. So this is tail event and this is head event. So in any project there is only the one tail event and one head event. Okay, so this is regarding the event. Now in our next lecture we have discussed the activity part. Okay, so today's lecture is over, guys. We have meet with another topic in our another lecture. Thank you.